All right, gang. We're live once again. This is the final stretch here of the 50% off sale. We've done good. We've sold pushed almost coming up on damn near $1,000 worth of merchandise this weekend. Fantastic 50% off sale. I'm super happy with the turnout, the enthusiasm, and everyone's gracious orders. I'll be spending the next few days putting all these orders together and taking them to the unwitting post office gal who she's going to start off her day thinking, okay, just got a couple more days left this week, and then I get to fucking chill out on Sunday. Everything's going to be good, and then here comes Kevin Strange. Old Kevin Strange walking in the door with 50 fucking packages. Oh hey, can you help me out here? Send my packages on their way. My my mail lady's really cool. She knows what I do. She was her boss was friends with Brad, my friend who used to stream with me, who sadly passed away recently. Um, so uh, she's real cool with me, real cool with what I do, and she doesn't get upset when I come in with packages. She's usually pretty happy for me that we're doing, making sales and whatnot. So that's cool. I'll be seeing her very soon. And I'm happy to move stuff this weekend. I was bummed out that so many fans wanted to see me at Astronomicon. I didn't get to go. We won't revisit that bag of worms, but it is what it is. I was able to do a cool sale and make about as much profit as I would have made traveling all the way to fucking Kalamazoo or wherever the fuck, Battle Creek, wherever the fuck in Michigan that them shits takes place at. Continuing work here on the Space Worms graphic novel, of course. We are dangerously close to the end of this book. These are very spoilery pages, but get what you get, gang. I'm at the end of the road. So I'm giving away some of the goodies here. Near the end of the program. We are damn near at the climax. You could even call this the beginning of the climax right here. Fill that in there. You didn't get a chance to get in on the Strangeville Superstore 50% off sale, there's still time. We're in the waning hours of the sale. You just throw the promo code Strange50 there in when you're finishing your purchase in the checkout cart and get yourself 50% off. 50% off of my ass. It's my hard earned money you're taking there. 50%. God damn. For those of it who have been watching the process, damn, these little 1 pixel spots where there's no color drives me crazy. Anyway, for those who have been following along this week as we've rumbled through half dozen pages, you know the process here. I am shading this page, and we'll follow the shading with highlighting, and these pages are done. These pages are 99% finished. All of the entire book is 99% finished, and now we're just working our way through the shading and highlight phase. Each page, if I'm not running my old mouthpiece, which look, another one of those fucking single color pixels. Oh, it drives me crazy. Get out of there. There's one here. Get out of there. Here's another one. Out of there. Jeez Louise. Normally I fix these during the color flatting process, but apparently I was busy jerking my dick off or something um, during this page because I missed all kinds of these little single pixels. Skirting around the whole page. Find any more? There's one. Okay. Pretty good on that. All right. Back to work. It's been a real good week. Real productive week on the Strangeville front. All right. That's all good. That's good. That. That. So weeks like these make me feel good about what I do. You know, there's lots of dark nights of the soul, lots of, especially deep in the winter when there's not shows to do and there's not a lot of activity in the Strangeville universe at large. There's another one of those pixels, and feels real good being back in the swing of things. We're gonna have to do those 50% off sales more often. I lose my fucking. There's another one. I lose my whole ass when we do that. I mean, I don't mark up my products very high, so I'm trying not to think about how much money I'm leaving on the table doing the 50% off sale. But it hooks you guys up and gets you guys excited to come on in. And I think I missed her shoe color there. I did. What color? What color is this lady's shoes? Ugh. Good, looking good. Shade up this knife piece. Let's come across her like that, very close. So we'll throw a shadow on there to signify how close that is. Layer, the depth of layers there. And shade up this gnarly ass on here. Had a lot of fun doing that Strange-a-thon the other night. We went 4.5 hours, had a nice Hack Movies reunion with Katie and Andrew. Need to do those more often. I want to get Katie back on for Nixon and Hogan Meet Satan commentary reunion. Jeez. Reunion commentary. She's always got fresh insight on this stuff that I always forget. I'm always busy doing my director stuff and trying to memorize Hogan's lines and all that, and so I miss a lot of what happens on my own shoots. Honestly, pixels. So it's cool. It's always cool to hear the cast perspective. It's like shit. It's always fun to get the cast perspective because the what I think happened on a movie shoot and what they think happened on a movie shoot are often not the same thing. Okay. I'm gonna tuck her out quick tonight. I had an early day. I was up and out the door at 7 o'clock this morning, so I did take a little afternoon nap, but the time is it's almost 9. Yeah, I don't probably don't have a lot in me. Try to do this page. In its entirety, but there's a lot going on. A lot of character shading. I have to do on this page, so I might not get through that tonight. That's no biggie. This is 124 or 164, so we're literally at pixels. At the final 40 pages of this mega fucking story, Strangeville story. This, here. All right. Okay. We're done with all that. No, we're not. This here. This. A little bit of this. That looks good. Oh man, I'm tired out already, gang. This ain't looking good. It ain't looking good for how long I'm gonna be able to stay on. I want to do a stream here to do one final push towards the sale. That's all good. That's all good. Make sure you throw us a like, drop a comment. Chat with me live here if you're peeping us out while we're working. Okay, that's that. That. Go across there, there, there. Looking good. Okay. That panel's done. As far as the shading goes. Done. That done. Drop down here to this one. It's gonna like that. So like the top. Yeah. Oh, like the top. Here's those pixels. I did a really bad job of cleaning that up. I must have completely ignored the cleanup phase on this page. 100 pixels down. Okay, that's done. Her up. Okay. Working our way through Esmeralda here. She is just done with this party. Right. So yeah, it's going to be all I can do to get through the shading portion of the rest of this page. So yeah, this panel and this panel, which isn't exactly a lot, but I'm I'm bailing after that, gang. Oh yeah. Oh, I've been rewatching the X Files from the very beginning. Lord, that show's so good right from the start. My shit crashed. I got kicked out of my own show. Yeah, I forgot just how good the X Files was. Right from the pilot episode and then moving on through. Between Art Bell and the X Files, the cryptid craze, UFOs, paranormal, ghosts, ESP, spontaneous human combustion, all that stuff in the 90s was raging on. So much fun. The internet atheist skeptic community didn't exist yet to ruin everybody's fun with their actually no known cases of spontaneous human combustion actually existed. Let's, let us have our fun, man. People blow up for no reason. It's ghosts. It's ghost farts. Ghost farts make people explode. That's why I live in a fiction world of my own creation, where a woman can have four wormholes in her head and still run around just fine. Actually, parasitic wormholes would cause massive infections. The victim would probably succumb to a host of infections. It's a very unrealistic depiction of contagious parasites. Yeah, I don't play those games. Space worms are cool as fuck. That's all I care about. We all know scientific study in the West is compromised anyway. For-profit mega trillion dollar industry. Look up Excel. Do a little work here. This guy. That, and need to do shadow on the floor. Just actually need to do it across that floorboard there. There. Yeah. Oh, I still didn't. I didn't do that. Layer. And the bookshelf. So books. Okay. Okay. Just this convoluted ass panel here will be done. I need to hit that. boards here with the shadow. Door. Okay, shade layer. Save all that. Shade layer. That. Door. Window pane here like that. Hit that like button, gang. Drop a comment in. If you're watching live. If you're not watching live, drop a comment. Do this. More of those dastardly white pixels here. I'm looking forward to finishing the shading here and settling down for an episode of X-Files. I am beat. A long day of packing packages for all you wonderful fans tomorrow. Good. Old Durlock jumping in the comments. Hey Kevin, how you doing tonight, man? I am exhausted. It's been a long week, knocking out pages, running this sale, doing a bunch of marathon streams. Lots of fun. Lots of fun. Very exhausting work, but it's the work I love. It's my passion and purpose. It's why I do what I do. It's why I get out of bed in the morning. It's what makes my dick hard. So excited to be doing this. Almost finished here with the old Space Worms. Only 40 pages to go out of 164. We are at the beginning of the climax and the final act. Shit's getting weird, bloody, gory. Party's out of control. It's supposed to be your normal, average, everyday teenage buttfuck party, but it's turned deadly. Mole space worms. You know how it goes. It's the time-tested tale of space worm debauchery. Durlock says, I hope one day you can come to a Texas con. I would love to see you down here. I would love to come to Texas. The show we've always had our eye on there in Texas is the Texas Frightmare Weekend. And I would love to attend, but it's a 14-hour drive from St. Louis. And that's going to murder us on gas. I'm going to spend over $300 on gas just to get there. They're going to expect me to buy a $350 to $400 table. They're going to expect me to pay for a $250 hotel room. And I'm going to have to feed myself and my crew for 3 days. So before I even get out of bed that morning to head down to the con, I'm out $1,000. So the best way to get us there is to contact the promoter. And if you're not near Texas Frightmare Weekend, but you have another convention in mind, any kind of comic convention, sci-fi convention, or it doesn't matter. We sort of cater to all of it. So whatever con you like the most there in Texas, you get a hold of them and say you want Kevin Strange as a guest, and hopefully they will contact me and offer me that table and offer me a hotel room, and I will still eat that, all the travel fees and the food and all that. That's all fine. I have no problem with that, but the show itself has to help me out a little bit. It's ridiculous how the overhead that these shows expect the artist to eat. They want me to eat my entire lunch and then thank them for the opportunity to eat my whole ass fucking $1,000 lunch. It's very weird. It's a very odd culture, the convention culture, and the expectations that convention promoters have of their artist attendees, their artist guests. Yeah, just pay for everything. You don't like it? Go fuck yourself. There's another artist around the corner that'll actually that maybe lives in Texas. It's going to be local vendors and things and artists because they're the only ones that can fucking afford it. I have a few friends that can make a living traveling, um, but they sell knickknack stuff. They sell non-licensed knickknack stuff. Uh, Durlock said, "Yo, I didn't see you had done the comic Nixon Hogan's Horrorweed Halloween. I got to get this one tonight. Yeah, make sure you put the promo code Strange50 in during checkout, and you'll get that sucker half off. And that's a good one. Horrorweed Halloween is a. I have a copy of it laying here. Oh, jeez. No, I don't. I do have a copy of Dead Shit, the Talisman of Transmutation hanging out here, but I don't have a Horrorweed Halloween right next to me. Durlock says, "Hell yeah, I got some friends that love your work, man. We will contact some of the cons here in Texas and see if we can get you down here. We love your work, man. Just tell them that. Just tell the convention promoters that you guys are fans and you want to see us, and send them to my website. KevinTheStrange.com has all the info on the latest post there about my career achievements and accolades. I'm a two-time Wonderland Award-winning novelist. I have an underground film festival award from the Tulsa, Oklahoma Underground Film Festival. Gave me an award for best film to smoke to 2009 for Nixon and Hogan Smoke Christmas, and got a few other accolades as well. Not that industry accolades mean much. I mean they're an honor, and I'm happy to have them. But between you and me, the fans, I just want to give you cool shit. I want to tell you guys gnarly stories, and I don't really care about how many fucking snooty ass awards I have. It's the awards and stuff are more to show that I'm credentialed as far as the industry itself is concerned. The fans don't give a shit whether I have a fucking award or not. We all know that the stories of Strangeville are fucking badass stories. They don't need to be told by some fart sniffing academic that these stories are cool. We fucking know they are. All right. Work our way through. I decided I am gonna shadow them against the wall here. They're standing right next to it, so that. I guess I'm gonna. Well, he's closer to the light source, I guess. So Preston won't have both sides. You can't even really see the shading all that well. I mean, you can tell, obviously, the difference. Okay. Next order of business is I got to finish these tentacly arms. make little noises to myself while I draw my comics. I am a weird ass motherfucker. If you couldn't tell by the content of my stories, God, go out there, gang. I credit this to being left alone from about the age of 9 on. I was raised by my grandparents, and my grandparents they enjoyed the video poker gambling machines at bars, and they would leave me to myself at home, and they'd be gone for 5, 6, 7 hours at the bars every night doing the video poker, and I was happy as a clam. I'd rent movies from the video store after school, and I'd just do marathon horror movie sessions with myself, and I would draw crazy monsters and pictures. Couldn't have had a better time than hanging out with myself, watching my weird movies and drawing my weird pictures, which would later turn into a career of filmmaking and weird ass picture drawing. I'm happy about it. I don't like being around people. People are weird. People are weird to me. Monsters are cool. I identify and relate more to the monsters in these stories than I do the people. That's why all the people in my stories act so fucking weird. 'Cause that's what I see in the world is a bunch of fucking weirdos. Okay. Moving on. Thurlock says, "Be right back. Whoop, 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 whoop. Be right back. Buying Nixon Hogan Horror Halloween and Nixon Hogan Smoke Christmas DVD. My son stole my copy of Smoke Christmas. I need to buy another one. Awesome, dude. I can't wait to give you your replacement. It's a great movie. A ton of fun making that flick. That was a smooth operator, man. We shot that flick in 9 shoot days over 3 weeks and had the entire movie shot and edited and released on DVD inside 3 months. It's crazy how easy, how smooth that shoot went. And it was the last feature film I ever made. We did a great job, gang. Okay, let's never do this again. Oh, it was hard. So making movies was so stressful. Such a I didn't feel like I had the outlet um, to to tell stories through comic books or novels at the time. As strange as that sounds, I was inspired by no budget filmmakers who were able to create wild and whacked out micro budget films with no money. And so my first way of expressing myself artistically was that way through these micro budget crazy extreme horror films. And it was only later that the technology to when I in 2003 when I first started writing scripts for horror films, there was no such thing as a tablet screen that you could draw on like this, a touch screen tablet that you could draw with pressure sensitivity and everything. It just didn't exist. But the video cameras that you could download the footage onto your hard drive and edit with fucking free ass Windows Movie Maker. Excuse me, that technology did exist, and back in 2000 dickety doo, the I don't believe Amazon Kindle even existed yet to put out digital books, or even the technology, or the even the oh, I'm doing this on the wrong fucking layer. God damn it! Did I do all this on the wrong layer? How much of this is on the shadow layer? Okay, not much. Not that it makes a big difference. It's just a tad darker than the shade layer. I'm going to spurg out about it and fucking act like that's a big deal. Okay, on to the shade layer. Do it right, correctly. Yeah, in 2003, when I was making movies, first making movies, uh, I don't even think the technology, the print on demand technology, existed to put out novels. They're says, "Shit, I remember Betamax. Kids don't know how well they have it now to make their movies or comics." No, you're right. They totally take for granted all that stuff. All right, I got your order. Thank you, sir. That's awesome. And let's see, yeah, yep, you're awesome, brother. Thank you so much for the sale, and I will throw your order onto the heaping pile of orders I have to go through this week to send everybody their stuff out. Uh, yeah, so really, I felt like my only opportunity to tell weird stories was through filmmaking. As odd as that sounds, because making movies is like the hardest of all these mediums. Like writing a novel is nothing to me, and doing comics is just a pleasure. Like this is just what I love to do. This is my preferred method of art, is drawing comics. But it's weird to think that movies was the cheapest and most easily distributed form of independent art, uh, even as late as the early 2000s. It's weird. Yeah, once those other avenues became open to me, I mean, I was fighting to get graphic novels of the Strangeville stories created um, during that era. Believe it or not, during the Nixon and Hogan Smoke Christmas era, right after that, Smoke Christmas and Meet Satan, I started contacting artists and was trying to find someone cheap enough to hire to so that I could start writing comic scripts and have an artist, do these as comic books. And these artists were quoting me what I guess is fair in the industry, these outrageous prices. Like to do a graphic novel the size of Space Worms here would have cost me upwards of $4,000, $5,000. And I would just laugh and tell these artists, like, I can make a movie version of Space Worms for at most $500. And you're telling me it's going to cost me $5,000 just for you to do the art of the book? And they're like, yeah, man, that's a lot of pages. It's $40 a page, 100 pages, $4,000. 165 pages, you're gonna be paying out the ass for those pages. And I was like, oh well, fuck that. I guess I'm gonna uh, write novels, because novels aren't gonna cost me anything. And that's where we moved off into that direction, because I couldn't afford to pay uh, artists. And then, years later, after all that, I was like, fuck this. I'm going to teach myself, because this kind of technology, the iPad and the Apple Pencil and the pressure sensitivity tablets, you can draw directly onto the screens now. I was like, I've been doing graphic design, uh, for book covers and shit for years. Like I know my way around these graphics programs. So all I need to really do is learn how to learn how to draw comics. But I understood the tech. It was like I needed to learn the artistic skill of character design and comic design. And once I was able to do that, it was off to the horses. And now this is so there's Dead Shit, Talisman of Transmutation, Cockhammer Lives, the graphic novel, Nixon and Hogan, Horror Week Halloween graphic novel, and this will be my fourth. Space Worms will be my fourth full length graphic novel in about the same amount of years. I do one about one a year, and no end in sight on that front, gang. I'm having a ton of fun, an absolute ton of fun. Durlock says, "No, man, thank you for all you do. Honestly, you've helped me and my son find common ground with your movies. So, for me and my son, thank you, Kevin Strange. Well, you're very welcome. I'm very glad that I could bring your family together with my sick and twisted tales. Um, warms my heart that that my weird art, again, that I create out of this weird isolation that I have and this disconnect from other human beings, this inability to relate to people on a real on an emotional level, and to know that I touch other people's lives, that I don't feel like I can do that in any other way. Like I can't interface with people in a meaningful way outside of my art. It's much more difficult for me to do that. So the fact that I can put my emotional weirdness into these tales, and then you guys can enjoy them together. That's all you can ask. All a man can ask for as an artist is that he can touch a few lives here and there, and give people, in my case, make people laugh. I'm not trying to do anything but show you guys, like, this is, my stuff is just a mirror of the absurdity of the world that I see around me. And if you can see some of those jokes and laugh and realize, yeah, shit's fucking weird out there, then I've done my job, and it's beautiful. And honestly, I never thought I would be able to do this. I do this because I have to. This is my way of this is my way of keeping my sanity. Um, of maintaining sanity is to take all this stuff that pisses me off and gives me anxiety and stresses me out, and go back and forth of whether I want a shadow in the blood there. I don't think I do. I take all that crap that stresses me out and I filter it through an absurd lens in my art, and I feel better. And it relaxes me. It makes me feel sane. And the fact that I can touch you guys with it means everything to me. It's what gets me out of bed in the morning. And I appreciate you as much as you appreciate me. Believe that. Maybe more. Because you can live without me. There's plenty of guys that can entertain you, but I can't do anything without you guys. All I'm doing is yelling into a void without my fans. So, with all that said, I think we're done with the shading portion of page 124. Esmeralda's on the run. Ethan and Preston have been infected by brainworms, and they're slaughtering the Strangeville High School dance squad here. These poor girls have been slaughtered by Ethan and Preston. Unwittingly, of course. Are we murderers? Why is my wiener hard? All right, that's the end of that. Thank you, Durlock, for the sale and for joining me and for the kind words. And thank you, everyone that participated in the 50% off sale, and all you strange heads worldwide. Keep on keeping on, brothers and sisters. I got a lot more stories to tell. Until next time, gang. I got so much work to do tomorrow. Put these orders together. Stay strange.